Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of NBTV, bite-sized bits to help your business grow. A little shorty for you today, so you can get in, get out and get on with your day. I'm filming it on summer's here. It is almost May. In Solihull the sun is shining, so I've come outside to film this in our car park. Oh, what a glamorous cosmopolitan lifestyle I lead. Hey listen, I want to talk to you this episode about who you spent time with. It's quite a key point. I think it was the late great Jim Rohn that first coined this kind of phrase that you become an amalgam of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And I remember when I set up my business, it was around about 2003. I'd been going for a year or so. I was based at home, and I became aware that I read this phrase, I came across this phrase for the first time, and I became aware that actually there was one guy, a very nice chap. He was a neighbour of mine, and he worked shifts. And because I was working from home, so I was always in during the day, he thought it was okay to come and knock on the door, and I'll just pop around for coffee, Nige. And I used to indulge him, and then I read this phrase by Jim Rohn, and I realised that actually, looked across over the month, I was spending quite a bit of time with this guy, and it probably wasn't healthy for me, because you see, I didn't want to be like him, and I didn't want him to be one of the 5 people that I was spending most time with. So I started to get much more thoughtful and deliberate about who I was spending my time with, and I'd like you to do the same, because I reckon it makes a big difference. I used to play a lot of golf when I was a kid, and in my teenage years I was reasonably proficient on the golf course. A bit different nowadays, but what I used to find as I was playing golf is that whenever I played golf with players who were better than me, I played better. And I reckon it's like that in business. If you spend your time in business, or as much of it as you possibly can, around other people in business who are more successful than you, then you will raise your game and you are more likely to play at their level. And this is why it matters a lot who you're spending your time with. Now, many of you watching this probably go to networking events. Networking events are great. They play a big part in the development of many, probably most, local businesses. I'm a big advocate of networking events, and a lot of our best off franchisees in particular have built the very foundations of their business through going to their local networking sessions at breakfast and lunches, etc. Now, any of you that have done that will know that whenever you go to these meetings, you will typically meet a lot of the same people. There are business owners in every town who are what I would call networking whores. I don't mean that kind of too disrespectfully, but whenever there's a networking meeting on, they'll be there. Now, some of them are great guys, but in every town you've got people who go to these networking meetings a lot, and let's be honest, ladies and gents, some of them are losers in business. They've been doing what they've been doing for many, many years. They struggle or they get by, but they ain't getting wealthy anytime soon. They're not building big enterprises. They're not experiencing huge growth during the recession. Where they are now is the same place as where they were 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago. And if we are being really brutal and honest about this, some of these people, not all of them, and I'm not generalising and having a go here, and I will do other times, but not this time I'm not. But what I am suggesting to you, and you know it's true, is that some of these people are losers in life as well. And you see, the problem is, they can be quite nice people, but if you spend a significant amount of your time with these people, then you are going to operate and function and achieve success at their level. And if you operate and spend time with people who are demonstrably people that you aspire to, that are more successful than you, that you want to be like, then you have a much greater chance of being there. And this is why it really does matter who you're spending time with, who you're mixing with, who you're talking to, because these people will be influential on your life. And so that's my little thought for today on NBTV. You say, well, Nigel Botterill, well, what can I do about it? I've got a couple of practical suggestions for you. I mean, I was very acutely aware that this was a big issue for me when I started. I was on my own. And where did I get my stimulus and inspiration from? I go across the Atlantic 3 times a year now to meet with a group of like-minded entrepreneurs. We are all people like me, which is a bit scary to the rest of the world, but for me it's brilliant. And we're all in different businesses. Most of them are American, some are European, but we all meet together 3 times a year. I take 2 days out because I need that influence, that stimulus, that inspiration that I get from them. Some of you, I know, are getting it from our monthly Entrepreneur Circle events, and that's one of the reasons that they're there. If you come along to those events, you will mix and mingle and spend time with business owners, entrepreneurs who are as committed as you are to developing themselves, to getting the best they can out of their business, to learning new skills. They will have the right attitude, the right application. Some of them will inspire you. You will get ideas. You may do business with them. That will be a good place to be. So you just need to be a bit more thoughtful perhaps around who you're spending time with, because if you are more thoughtful, if you play with better players, you will raise your game. I'm back next week live from Dallas, Texas. Howdy y'all, I'll see you then.